Well, it's Monday morning, folks, and you know what that means. It's time to pack some orders. Well, first up today, we've got the Cleveland wedge right here. This sold for 30 bucks plus shipping, so a pretty nice sale. Probably picked it up for a few bucks at a yard sale or so. Then I sold this Ping G15 driver. I think this went for 40 bucks plus shipping. Then I sold this pair of sandals that was from my mom's Goodwill pile for 19 bucks with free shipping. And they're pretty light, so I think they'll go first class. Then I sold this BB pistol that I got retail arbitrage a while back for like 10 or 12 bucks. It sold for 35, but there was free shipping on it. So we'll see, I may end up having to pay like $12 or to $14 to ship this thing because it is kind of heavy, but will be some profit there either way. Then from the vintage bin, I sold this Kodak Disc 3600 camera. Still new in package and real nice and old, so that's kind of cool. Ended up accepting an offer of 11 bucks plus shipping on it, so not the best sale, but I did get it for free from my grandma's attic, so happy to see it go. Then had a few good sales from in here. Sold this buck knife. I don't really want to get it out, but it sold for 75 bucks with free shipping. This Schrade old timer knife. These are good things to look out for at yard sales and stuff. This sold for 19 bucks with free shipping. That'll go super cheap. 3-ounce rate first class. And then I sold all these Pokemon games. These I had all in a stack along with some other ones on my desk for a while because they all had dead save batteries. That's one thing you always want to check with old Pokemon games if you get them, is if they still are able to save, if the battery's still working. These were not, and I ordered a set of new batteries and the tool to replace them and everything, and I started replacing a couple, and it just was taking so long, and I ended up breaking one. I was just like, I do not want to do this anymore. So I just threw these guys all on eBay as dead battery, and these both sold for 23 bucks with free shipping, and these two sold for 20. Then finally, we've got what was probably my favorite sale of the weekend. This custom purple shell AGS 101 Game Boy SP, just super cool looking. And I got this weekend in a trade. I don't think I mentioned it here, but I traded a couple of Switch games, Pokemon Sword and Mario Party for the Switch. Sold those for 2 of these, not purple, the other one is actually graphite, it's just a normal one, along with a SNES and a PlayStation 1, and this just sold for $129 with free shipping, so I have more than my money back for those Switch games already with just this, so that was a really good deal and sold really quickly, so I'm stoked about that. All right, so all of my eBay orders are now done. I've also got, looks like 21 Amazon orders to pull as well. The first one here is this DSi that I got from GameStop. You guys may remember a while back. I tried to open a return for those things and they just never ended up getting back to me. So decided to keep them listed. The red one already sold for like 85 bucks, which is crazy. That was in very good condition. This one also sold, but this one was for 49. I got them all for 30. So after shipping and fees, I'm making like maybe a few bucks on that, which I'm honestly fine with because I was going to return it anyway. So that's going out the door. I also sold a few, you guys probably saw a couple videos ago, I bought 3 Switches. I actually ended up buying a few more from that same guy. So a few of them are going out the door today. This one, they all have all their accessories and everything. And then a couple with the blue and red Joy-Con are going out the door. Those all sold for, I believe, $450 plus. So incredible prices to get on those. I did pay up for them. I think I paid $250 to $260 a piece. But still a solid margin even after shipping and fees, so I will take that. I also finally managed to sell this Mario and Luigi Dream Team 3DS XL. It sold for 120 bucks, so I'm happy to get this out of the door. That was, I've been sitting on this for quite a while. Then this next sale was kind of cool, actually. I did not expect it. I mentioned that with this Switch, it had one of the Joy-Cons that did not work. So decided to actually part this one out. Gonna sell the Joy-Con separately, one in working, one in non-working condition, but there actually is a listing on Amazon for the dock and cords alone. So I decided to throw that on there, and it sold very quickly actually for, I think, yeah, 74 bucks for this dock and both the HDMI and the charging cord. So I may, depending on what the actual tablet sells for, may end up making more parting this out than selling the Switch systems as complete. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that. But yeah, pretty cool. Then as far as games go, had a pretty solid stack here. Found all of these wrestling games, online arbitrage over, I think it was last week. These are just some of them that I ended up buying, but these were all in like the $5 range, and they sold for between 30 and 50 bucks each, so great score on those. Grand Theft Auto 5 sold for, I think, 23. A couple copies of Monster Hunter World, those are new. I think I sold them in like new though because I'm restricted to sell new, and those went for $14.50 a piece, so nice deal there as well. The Sly Collection sold for $40, so not quite as inflated as the last one that sold for like $52 or whatever, but still a fantastic price. Over the Hedge, so get this, I listed all of these, not all of them, but all of those GameCube games that you saw in my last video that I got in that incredible trade, a bunch of fantastic titles, and the first one to sell was Over the Hedge for GameCube for 15 bucks, an absolute crime. But anyway, nice to get that out the door. Sunshine also sold for, get this, $83. Obviously an awesome price to get for that. I think it's normally more in like the $50 range. Resident Evil 3, another expensive game, that sold for $49. And last but not least, this Action Replay for the DSi. I thought that this would honestly sell faster, but it finally sold because it only is in like acceptable condition. Sold for $113 on Amazon. So another really good sale there, and I'm gonna get all these packed up. Well, all of the packages are now packed up, shipped out, and dropped off at USPS. So that should pretty much do it for today, I believe. I just have some kind of boring back-end stuff, repricing and emails and all that stuff that I'm going to be doing most of the rest of the day. Tomorrow I've got a few systems, some returns and some trades and stuff like that that I'm going to be testing and cleaning and getting listed and all that. But thank you guys so much for coming along, and I will catch you guys, dare I, on the flip.